Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and evening, amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, off here to a glorious 1v1 on Langraskaya, and the north it is, the one, the only, the indomitable Walletman Buntybags, finding here for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, NKVD as always, right at his finger click there, with KV-8 flamethrower tanks, ready intercept, Comsat Command Squad, Scorched Earth Policy, and Anti-Tank Overwatch, following up the first mechanized squad with double sniper and punitive bullets. And we do get a sniper start again here for Walletman. In the south, it is Eisernes, Kreuz, finding for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Taking on the role here of the 7th Panzerdivision, here with mechanized assault, lightning war, and spearhead, with anti-tank apology, yes, infantry and panther bullets here, certainly an emphasis on tigers here from Eisernes Kreuz, with a double grenadier start, no machine guns here, versus Walletman Buntybags. Certainly if you're expecting snipers from Walletman, a machine gun probably is less great unless you're planning ambush tactics, except obviously none of these have that. They focus more on like big tiger tanks, less on ambush machine guns. So all the way off here to a riveting match here, and as always a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, these champions, these heroes, these wonderful exemplars of humanity who support the Propagandacast with their hard-earned money, support the work that allow me to keep delivering you daily lovely propaganda. So big thanks go to all of those. You too can join the ranks by Patreon. Patreon can join the other exemplars who donate via PayPal. Links in the description for that as well. And also comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Keep YouTube algorithm going, ask questions, just comment on the match. Gonna move forward, spark wire here. Snubber they're holding up. And there we go. Gonna need something mighty lost there. S. Friedrich drops dead. And the west side ponies moves for this victory point. Season Eastern victory point here. Strafnicki out there for Walletman Buntybags, the penal troopers. Fun fact, the German army utilised penal troopers as well. In fact, they might have used them before the Soviets did. And the Soviets might have learned from the Germans there. So, little fun one there. Gonna move forward to got a 4th squad here. Eisernes Kreuz leveraging them pretty hard. I think increasing the chance of this could be a lightning wall build, since that's the only doctrine that really allows you to make more use of the grenadiers that way. With the Jaeger light infantry upgrades, tactical movement, in theoretically like relief infantry, though no one ever used them, particularly after they changed the ability, I think. But I mean, he could still go for mechanized assault, but I think one of the assault grenades out that early to be more useful. Then again, the mechanized assault group can be pretty good. Could be used for example to hunt down a sniper. But anyway, it's now moving forward, so you can run to the grenadiers need to retreat. Strove to the races here, 2nd penal squad here for Walletman Buntybags so far. Switching towards a more attritional style, they're slowly bleeding out Eisernes Kreuz here, planking in here and there, steadily bleeding out the German player here, hoping to slow him down and buy time until they sort of build up critical mass and really begin heading back hard here. And of course, Eisernes Kreuz is looking to just play aggressively as possible, put pressure on Walletman Buntybags, and make it difficult for Walletman Buntybags to, stabilize and, slowly turn the game around. Gonna use mechanic against the Pumes, got more moving from the north, backed up at the sniper, 2 kills on his name. Going for the car point here. Eisernes Kreuz sending them to charge forward to Deutschland. The grenadiers marching through the muck, the blood, and the dying socialists. There you go, Pumes got wiped, but there you go. Jurgen drops dead as the sniper pops his head off. Cleanly like a pimple. Grabbing the point here next to the space, cut a point here. That's definitely going to be disrupted here for Walletman Buntybags. Slow down his early game. Guessing we're going to see a 3rd penal troop squad here. And I also guess we won't be seeing a scout car here versus all these grenadiers, since the Panther files of course represent a bit of a tactical issue. Tech almost done there for Eisernes Kreuz. Oh, he does go for the scout car after all. Alright. I mean, at this point my expectation would have been more penal troopers and then just skipping the scout car here versus Eisernes Kreuz. I mean, obviously there's still mobility provides. So it's obviously not useless, but I think there's just a lot of opportunities where the grenadiers could Panther Faust it into nothingness. But clearly, Walletman Buntybags, an optimist if we ever saw one, believes otherwise. So there you go, M3A1 out, scout car there, provided by American Lend-Lease the Soviets, was used primarily in their reconnaissance units, which were sort of like more aggressive elements there to sort of scout ahead, find weaknesses in the German lines and exploit them. They would also be, backed up by a lot of motorcycles. As a fun fact, they in particular also used a lot of Harley-Davidson motorcycles, which is probably not something you associate with communism, but now you do. And with Scout Car pushing forwards there, lots of fundamentals, including they would actually have mortars towed by motorcycles. And Miss Eisernes Kreuz there with the 2-2 armoured Scout Car there. And it's been westwards there. Light machines away here. So guessing not lightning war. So Spearhead seems more likely. I mean, he could still surprise with making an assault or lightning war, but I feel like with this kind of thing, it's slowly, to at least in my mind, there sort of tilts towards Spearhead. Bunker up there, armoured car was on their Eisernes, Kreuz, and the 7th Panzerdivision. People coming up there, anti-tank rifles on the way, obviously expecting the scout car here. Both this is counted to the scout car, but also to the sniper. 4 kills on the sniper so far with their scoped Mosinah gun. People swimming out there. Mines here. Armoured car racing forwards, and sniper caught out in the open. You've got the Pimps Scout coming forwards there. Not quite the Twisted Tootie Bazooka bus, but the Walletman anti-tank taxi kind of does the job as well. There, almost got the armoured car there though. Several holes there punched into it. The gun's gone. The gunner's definitely in need of some significant first aid. Hey Jürgen, are you alright up there? I can see my grandmother. Your grandmother's been dead for 20 years. That's not hers. That's more likely, you know, vulture or something. We need to get you to a medic. People moving forwards there. Second armoured car. Definitely rare for a Wehrmacht player to actually go for double armoured cars. I mean, it's actually surprisingly effective, but besides being an investment, there's also this issue of having to like manage 2 which in terms of micromanagement actually requires quite a bit from you, since light vehicle pathing tends to at times be a bit a matter of faith. And there's more engineers there for Walletman Buntybags. So double armoured cars, again, well handled, can be quite effective. Can even, like, you know, deal with a T-70 if you sort of handle them correct, can put a lot of pressure on them. But the trick is, again, handling 2 armoured cars, since again they do require a lot of micromanagement on top of like just tactical acumen. But they can be quite effective, wiping out retreating units, of course, taking out scout cars and snipers. So definitely a bold maneuver here by Eisernes Kreuz in some ways. He's going for machine gun as well here, indicating the shift in the sort of tactical situation here between Eisernes Kreuz and Walletman Buntybags. Realizing now that he doesn't have to worry so much about the sniper in some ways. At least he also needs to keep, you know, the infantry in check. And what is this? He's actually gone for like multiple anti-tank rifle upgrades here, definitely looking to shut down those armoured cars. In this case, proved to be rather a good choice, since Eisernes Kreuz, of course, has committed double armoured cars. But again, I would say both of these feel a bit unusual considering the circumstances. But then again, Walletman Buntybags unusual is certainly, you know, not 2 words that are difficult to associate with each other. There you go, armoured car pushing a bit too far, so they can caught here with the penal troopers, both scout car and non-scout car. Sniper there done. Comes out here to Walletman Buntybags, lead his men to glorious socialist victory. And there you go, 1 armoured car down here. Definitely struggled to manage them both there, and that did result in the total knockout there. And Basil going meow meow before popping back into his current favourite place, which is a shopping bag. Canvas, of course. Oh, that plastic shizer. The young disposal owners we believe here in the Propaganda Ministry, of course, are Panzerfausts and Ostrom. Anyways, armoured cars moving forward, got the Gunners 74 up in the advancing penal troopers there. Snapping forward here, scout car needs some repairs. Tech would also be good here for Walletman Buntybags, but good kill there in the armoured car. Didn't do too much there for Eisernes Kreuz, ended up just being a waste of manpower and fuel. And good Soviet target practice. Got the Pak 40 out there, the Panzerabwehrkanone 40. Got the Comms Command Squad moving forward there, steadily advancing. Covers the Commissar. Sniper holding back here, waiting for the right time to pull the trigger. MG42 coming up here steadily. Could actually push more for the eastern fuel pond. And similarly, I feel like Walletman could, you know, try and extend more to the western fuel pond there. In this regard, they definitely feel like both focusing perhaps a bit too much on the centre here. Obviously, it's never to say these centres not without tactical value, but I do feel like at times players suffer from too aggressive tunnel vision on, and again lose just sight of like resources and other elements there. Pimps in the centre being molded with double grenadiers. One with light machine guns. Oh, about to get one. Still a doctor. There you go. Commissar working his magic with a bit of fear propaganda. They're disrupting the German lines in the centre here. These Commissar's being, well, he actually did get cut down there by the MU-42. He gave his life for the motherland. Second unit squad almost done there for Walletman. Buntybags definitely need to consider taking up school. There you go. Scout car pushing forward. There you go. Got hit there by the pack 44 support back. We do get the overdrive, and he does manage to go with a close call though for Walletman, Buntybags, and his motorized reconnaissance unit. Could definitely do some repairs there. Also steady push here with engineers in the west. Still no tech here for Walletman, Buntybags. As far as Kreuz, no tech either. Stopping even forward, almost cleared out. Armoured car there with significant damage as the anti-tank rifle, they just punch very large holes in it. Troops reinforcing here, healing. Comes are being rushed forwards, of course, can provide healing as well with distribute medical supplies. Free ability there provides a healing around him as well. Very handy ability, to be honest. But definitely start taking up soon, I feel like. They're going for the western fuel point, really good. 2 thumbs up there to Walletman, Buntybags. Fixing up the 2-2. Meanwhile, Eisernes Kreuz has not really done much, like for example hit that one. Of course, we're going to stand to give you the scout car and the sniper, but even then I feel like there's, with the armoured car itself, he himself has, like, he could have like made the attempt he used like that to like maybe bait them into the armoured car somehow. Going to be moving in the flanking engineers, forcing retreat there, very good. Sniper moving forward there with a significant escort, including Boris, the magnificent rifle dropper. Stop giving me that nickname, I'm just fumble-fingered. That's not a good thing either. But it's better than rifle dropper. Just moving back might be finding some take here for Walletman, Buntybags. 16 kills, almost ready to win the sniper, and the east side, the engineers basically grabbing points. Bit of skirmishing here and there, going to need to take into the penal troops out the house there, unleashing a storm of lead, rifle grenades, and insults, and there you go, forced into a kill zone there as the entrance there has been wired off, thus ensuring no easy escape there for Walletman, Buntybags. Clearly either missed that or he didn't care. He's actually going for 2 more penal troop squads now, boldly. Also likely a misclick there, just got like, you know, very enthusiastic about pressing the button, and sometimes you see that with players like, Sikabliat, I need to replace my units. I will repeatedly hit the button to make sure I get 1 unit, and of course they call in 2 accidentally. But still not taking it for Walletman, Buntybags. That is definitely starting to look a bit curious. I'm sure Eisernes Kreuz doesn't mind that. Comes then trouble now over there trying to get some few kills there before retreating. Again, Fear Propaganda he's doing a number on Eisernes Kreuz, the western push. We got 3 and 473 in this regard. Walletman does have a big 2-point lead. Third arriving again, and he is in fact going for the 4th there. He is not cancelling it. So either he's just again caught up there in everything else, or he actually intends like suddenly like balloon into a lot of penal troopers, which is quite interesting if the case. Meanwhile, Kreuz is tagged up there. Thumbs up, though he remains without a doctrine. He remains very much without a doctrine. Which you do have to say is a bit interesting in some ways. I don't think it's a good kind of interesting. Looks like... Do we finally get the tech here for Walletman, Buntybags? I think the answer to that is actually niet. On the case of the frontline infantry, Pistiets. Strafnik caught everything 42, people swing up the eastern side here. That's definitely a big surge in infantry though. You rarely see like a solo player suddenly commit like this heavily. I'm not saying it's a bad thing though, but it's pretty rare. My guess is he's just like, planning out something big for the mechanized armor company. I still feel like just having the tech ready would still be fairly beneficial here for Walletman over Eisernes Kreuz. But there you go. Push back off the eastern side. I mean, he's still got pretty good map control despite everything. This is obviously not going poorly for Walletman, Buntybags, but I would argue he's not quite leveraging the advantage as well as he always could. I mean, there's also, I think, a notable lack of mines here. And he's making excellent progress against Eisernes Kreuz. Again, there's just no mines. So that's definitely something that I think that also Walletman, Buntybags might want to consider investing some time and resources into. Small thought anyways. This is the Strafniki snub there. Continue murder. We got 25 kills, halfway to the ace level. Armor car doing care with 3 killed veterans to 1. Scout car they're roaming about. Sniper there with a chance to get murdered by the armored car, but Walletman Buntybags is quick on the trigger finger, on the retreat finger in this case, and hits the retreat button. Walletman still not taking up. I mean, at this point, like, there's just no excuse. I mean, he has the resource to, like, take up and get something going there. Unless he wants to go straight for the KV, in which case he may, in fact, not quite have the fuel now. But even then, I feel he should just be setting up in time. So, you know, once he got, you know, the structure and everything else, in time to just press the button. So, definitely getting a bit of thumbs down from me here. And in otherwise, I should say excellent match here so far from Walletman Buntybags. The sheer lack of tech there is definitely most concerning. There we go. Finally got it happening. But again, could have happened much sooner. Eisernes Kreuz here, like to go for Panther 4. I mean, he could say a rush down Ostwind here, though obviously the timing for that would probably be a bit concerning because he doesn't really know the situation with Walletman Buntybags, and he's also, you know, had his own fuel point cut off several times, so the Panther 4 is probably the safe bit. That other Stug. Still no dodging, so again, I mean, he's clearly waiting for a Tiger Tank. The question is just, what kind of flavor does he want? It's not even like the Tiger Tank flavor he's, you know, deciding. It's the flavor around the Tiger Tank, you know. What flavor is the Tiger Tank? Well, I don't know. Bloody Tiger Tank flavor. Sniper the Fangway, 27 kills, almost aceless on that one. This merciless machine of murder. Can go for the Panther 4 now here. Mr. Eisernes Kreuz does press the button. And then goes into the Mechanized Armor Company. I mean, this is the field like for the KV1 if you want. Or KV8 there, not the KV1. You can't call that one in. Unless there's somehow like a spectacular bug going on. And Eisernes Kreuz this time decides to go for a counter sniper to put an end here to Walletman Buntybags Sniper's reign of terror. It is a reverse enemy at the gates. So the Serbs calling in a raw sniper to deal with a German veteran sniper. It's the Germans calling a raw sniper to deal with a Serb veteran. Okay, Fritz, we're sending you in to kill this very, very veteran Soviet sniper who's killed a lot of Germans. Don't worry, we're sure you can do it. Just, he's good at his job. Panther 4 there, German sniper has arrived. HUD-5 tanks from Walletman Buntybags, obviously in response to the Panzerkampfwagen 4. Pionier as the Kommissar. The Kommissar definitely got that one under control. Could pop a grenade if they wanted to. They probably doesn't. Panther 4 arriving, HUD-5 halfway done here for Walletman Buntybags. The buntiest of bags. 31 kills on the sniper here. Got the pions from then to take roughly up in the building here, enjoying the local ambiance. Just reinforcing healing. Dimitri, the food here is terrible in the service. Oh, don't get me started. Yuri, you're from Siberia. You don't even know what service means. Just shut up. Just having foods there. Got mines, finally going there from Walletman Buntybags. Took him, I would say, a fair amount of time there. He's equipped almost all his pions with anti-tank rifles. That seems a bit excessive alongside the HUD-5. Like, if you'd gone for T-34-76s, I can understand more. Keeping all these pions upgraded with anti-tank rifles, I think with the HUD-5... yeah, I don't know. It feels a bit much. Like, there's just a Panther 4 and armored car, then I feel like he's committing too much on not killing infantry here. And this is obviously again a Walletman Buntybags, the Soviet Union's answer to Twisted Tootsie, but still feel like that one is perhaps pushing it a bit much in my tastes. Eisernes Kreuz with the Grenadier for realizing this artillery would go a long way here versus Walletman Buntybags, and I do agree some smoke screens, the right place, just bombardments, I think could go do a lot of work there for Eisernes Kreuz, who still hasn't chosen a doctrine, but again, at this stage, I imagine his game plan is basically just going to stall for that Tiger Tank, and it's just a matter of like the flavour surrounding the Tiger Tank. Do you like have any other flavour of Tiger Tank? Maybe raspberry? No! Just bloody Tiger Tank flavour. Now sod off. Got the unit wiped there. Great kill there. Unless, of course, you're Walletman Buntybags, in which case that's obviously not great. Now the field propaganda leads to soften up for an attack there. Thumbs up to Walletman Buntybags. Of course, the German mortar could make things a bit more complicated for Walletman Buntybags assault, depending how well he handles it. But there you go, push is succeeding here, forcing Lisa partly to the flank to collapse. There's still the Panther 4, cannon follow up with enough force to break through, and of course still the Pack 40 and others spawning on to deal with there. It's bouncing forwards. Ooh, could actually, like, if he were to try and just bypass the Pack 40 there, but decides not to. Not that I blame him, but he could have tried it. Obviously, T-34s from 6 would have been much better for this. I'm guessing his next plan is either going to KV-8 here, or maybe just a bunch of T-34s. But he could also just go for another HC-5, I guess. Or Katyushas. But I would strongly recommend the T-34s from 6, as it's just this bundle of firepower that is just really, really cost efficient. There we go, Eisernes Kreuz with Spearhead, featuring 250-7 mortar attacks, Panzer Tacticians, Reconnaissance Overflight, the Fragmentation Bomb, and Tiger Tanks. We do get the Katyusha Walletman Buntybags, so I mean, obviously rocket tanks can be good behavior as Eisernes Kreuz, but yeah, no, a bunch of T-34s from 6s would also be pretty good for Walletman Buntybags, to be honest. Kreuz here deploying some reconnaissance flight here. No, they wouldn't be using a Stuka for it like they're doing here. They had a much more specialized reconnaissance aircraft known as the Fiesler Stork, which is also just, you know, used for like other purposes as well. Had quite a few German high-ranking officers actually get killed after this crash, though. So falling a bit back here, the air recon course tells Walletman Buntybags he does need to be a bit careful. Scout car there by the ace level. Really good work keeping that one alive so long, honestly. It doesn't quite suffer with the same level of just plays throwing away like the Kubelwagen, but at times it does end up being closer with the M301. So we got the BM-13 Katyusha rocket truck out of Walletman Buntybags. We do get the anti-tank watch ready. We got 164 for 413. And then go tier 4, so again there will be a Tiger tank next up here for Eisernes Kreuz. Shot fires to the penal troopers. More flying close to the officer. Oh, the comms, so we got these 5 Katyusha moving forwards here. Looks like Walletman could be perhaps setting up for another push against Eisernes Kreuz. Penal troopers to the west against the armoured car there. Pushing up the issue 5 there. Not quite working out. They're getting Panzer fast. They good chance of losing the issue 5 now. Definitely fairly advanced maneuver there by Walletman Buntybags. There you go. Pop goes the Weasel. Excellent kill there by Eisernes Kreuz. And a, well, complete waste of resource there for Walletman Buntybags, to be honest. I'm definitely getting the sense that Walletman Buntybags is trying to, like, you know, figure out a new strategy, and to a degree it's, you know, working out well. I mean, again, he's definitely got the early game figured out, but the mid to late game is definitely showing some issues there for Walletman Buntybags. Sniper with 35 kills, ace level. Now they should fire, they're slowly getting ready here. And Eisernes Kreuz, of course, just stalling for that tag tank versus Walletman Buntybags. We got 164 to Phoenix 47. I mean, Eisernes Kreuz here clearly looking to, you know, flip the victory point count here, and that is so far looking like it can happen soon here. The pen counts. Holy smokes, that was a great hit from the Panther 4. The Pim was almost entirely, well, shattered there. Grab these in the point for the guard, other Strafniki, not guardsmen. I'm just so used again to, like most other players at this stage, just going for guard motor. So, you know, Walletman Buntybags, despite him always going for NKVD, my mind is still in some level just struggling with the fact he's not going for guardsmen. So there you go. Air comes out of Eisernes Kreuz. Panther on the west side here. Katyusha on the move here. Shot 5, Pan Force down for engineers there. Shot 5 shoots, misses again. Pretty rapid accuracy on that one. More recons again, just scaling out, and again he's just strolling for the target tank. So Walletman Buntybags definitely needs to like get more aggressive as his Eisernes Kreuz. I definitely think you should start pushing for tanks. But again, it does seem like Walletman Buntybags currently has a bit of an aversion to tanks, if you will, or he's got some sort of like other ideas involving tanks that probably involves not getting them. Bunker on the west, interesting there. Again, highlights I think that Walletman Buntybags is playing way too passive versus Eisernes Kreuz and really should be starting to figure out that, you know, his opponent with 3 target tank doctrines may just be trying to stall for targeting, which point Walletman Buntybags only needs to bring in like a lot of field guns, which is worth noting he isn't, or he needs to get a lot more aggressive, because currently the current style of play for Walletman Buntybags I think is proving to be a bit awfully risky. Five shoots, got another bit of the overdrive here on the scout car, looking to scout out what his opponent's up to. Not bad. But there we go, takes some intense damage and whew, somehow survives all of that. It's damn impressive. Fear Propaganda supporting the attack on the centre, the west side here fighting there as well. We've got the machine gun bunker and the Panther 4 slowing up here. Walletman Buntybags push here, and there's just no support there to come up with. In the centre again, he's just being bogged down as well. Snubbing when he can to level the playing field by killing as many gems as he can. And we get a half-track for Walletman Buntybags. Probably going to be the anti-aircraft type to obviously help shoot down aircraft and move down infantry, but again, does mean not a lot of armour. And crucially, not a lot of counters for potential incoming Tiger tank. Still is able to slow down the victory point lead here from Eisernes Kreuz. 41 kills, half-take almost done. Katyusha is almost good to fire again. Got the M5 half-tech around the corner, and there we go. Kind of close equipped with the quad mount, and there we go as well. Now, when it came to half-tracks in the Soviet Army, the vast majority of them were actually just used as like transports because they just didn't have enough to like move troops about. Hence, one of the reasons why they relied on the Desantniki concept, tank riding, because again of a lack of number of transports. So half-tracks from other armies, used like as an integral part of like mechanized infantry in the Soviet Army. They were primarily just used for like hauling troops around and so on there, and so really had no direct combat purpose. Oh, fun fact there. So now they're waiting for the right time. Tiger tank final arriving here for Eisernes Kreuz. 164 to 247. There we go, Katyusha barrage off as well here. Woo, close one there for Eisernes Kreuz, but well, it does have some losses, but nothing huge. No kills, but certainly better than you two. Eastern victory point seized here. Tiger tank rolling ahead. I imagine Walletman Buntybags' response to this will be probably another tank destroyer here. Or hope to get lucky with an anti-tank to charge and blow up his engine. Fresh air recon, so this time there will be the M17 there to blast it from the skies, and it's really good at it. Like, despite the nerfs to its anti-aircraft power, it is still easily the best anti-aircraft element in the game. Even better like the dedicated anti-aircraft tanks like the Ostwind. So yeah, this pretty much just shuts down the recons of like fragmentation bomb. Like he'd have Eisernes Kreuz have to call in from a really bad angle for the anti-aircraft traffic to have a chance of shooting down. But technically it could happen. It could technically happen. "44 kills on the sniper, risk getting slaughtered here, but the Tiger tank was not careful. He should fire the rush to the scene. There you go, good shot there through the Tiger tank front armor, punching through. The 100mm thick frontal armor, another hit there, deals some more excellent damage to the Tiger tank. Eisernes Kreuz back from the victory point, of course, only to cover the tank destroyer here, Mr. Buntybags. He's about to lose it again to the Ace Pack 40 at this stage. Oh, narrowly gets away with a really close call there for Walletman Buntybags. Really close. I mean, that could easily have gone much worse for him. He definitely needs to like look into like just dealing with this Pack 40. And obviously goes, but again, I'd expect that on the tank side to help deal with the target tank. Now that gives you a barrel here. I mean, he's firing from fairly far away, so the overall accuracy, I mean, it's going to be fairly low because the rocket just can spread over such a far area. So it's not super effective unless, like, Eisernes Kreuz really just bunches up a lot of troops in a small same area. Not impossible, of course, but currently not quite happening. Comes in doing well. We got Grenade and the MG42. Does quite a bit of damage, but fails to get any kills. Going for the Pack 40 here, we're getting suppressed mod sitting up here. 1 kill on it. Panther putting the prompts moving. The penal tubers. He's going to get them wiped, I think. Or not. He actually managed to avoid getting them wiped somehow. That's kind of impressive. Panther 4 lost a third of its health there. Will they actually find to deal with it? Looks like it's got coming tech as a spotter, just in case. Losing all victory points here, the once more to Eisernes Kreuz, who's desperately trying to backpedal his Panther out there before it gets turned into target practice for tank destroyers. Comes to the center here, using the self-healing ability there. To patch themselves up as they grab the point. Almost got the Panther 4 here, could also take up the machine gun bunker, that'd be pretty handy there for Walletman. East side here though, needs some tank support. Oh dear, not entirely was doing it, but that is a definite mistake there. Oh, got the M301 at least, but the Panther 4 getting knocked out, I think, is a pretty decent trade here for Walletman. Tanking forwards again. Really needs another tank, so Pumas push for decent victory point to get out of the Germans' hand. Deny it to the fascists once more. So now with the 51 kills, I mean, absolutely amazing kill rate, kill tally on that sniper for sure. Absolutely amazing. Bit of shooting there, guns being forced back up with the sniper. After the 1 kill, continue firing, straight into the Grenadiers, murdering through. Holy smokes, full wipe, the Grenadiers turn into goulash. Quite a kill there for Walletman Buntybags. He's also got a lot of ammunition, still hasn't leveraged his mines very well here versus him, or even the boob, oh, the Scorcher pulled through boo-boo traps. Sniping another shot at the target tank. They still need to be careful of the Pack 40. Ace again, Pack 40 can do some incredible damage very fast due to its high rate of fire. Having to assist. Really badly needs more armor here, Mr. Walletman Buntybags. Really badly. 9 kills in the Katusha veterans who won here. Now the Pack 40 there for Eisernes Kreuz. And he should fire, of course, in Diny repairs once more. So there you go, second Pack 40 hit Eisernes Kreuz. Target tank receiving some light repairs as well. Being pushed back there. And he's going for the sniper. .53 kills. We got 199% 46. I mean, Walletman Buntybags still technically has a lead here. Ooh, do get an fragmentation bomb there. Can the anti-aircraft type threat should have done before it becomes a problem? No. But in this case, the fragmentation barrels really hit nothing. But theoretically, like again, from the wrong angle, the half-tech could have maybe had a chance of just plucking out from the skies here. But there you go, pushing forwards. Target tank get backed up at 2 Pack 4s and a bunch of infantry. Makes it fairly tough for Walletman Buntybags to stop it, though we could hit with an anti-tank style charge and then hit with the anti-tank overwatch. I think there's a good chance of dealing with it. Katusha barrage firing it straight at the target tank. And does force it to fall back, but ultimately doesn't leave much of an impression that the target tank or any of these squishy units around it. Kreuz staying force the target tank again, looking to pick off some more sewed infantrymen. 56 kills on that sniper. And west side is just seeing no action. That machine gun bunker is definitely still shut down. Walletman Buntybags' imagination quite a bit there. He's practically forgotten the western side of the map. Exislo could still like hit the western fuel point if he wanted to. H5 creeping ahead again. Katyusha slowly getting ready for another barrage. H5 lands another great hit on the tag tank, pushing it down to half health. Nine kills on the Katyusha. Ever slowly getting there. Ace level Grenadier for here for Eisernes Kreuz. Thumbs up. Tag tank once more receiving repairs. Finest definitely still done a lot here. Again, Walletman and Buntybags just currently doesn't have like a great assault force. Like too many people with them upgraded, not enough tanks at all, if any, and of course not really a lot of assault troops either. So this man's like, you know, kind of pinning himself into a corner, to be honest. Which makes it a lot tougher for him to do what he needs to do here with Eisernes Kreuz. Again, it's like, you know, hit him pretty hard and catch him off guard. But again, done correctly, it is still possible. He's clearly looking to like swing hard west. Effectively like leaving the entire eastern side of the map there basically nude. But again, it does require speed here, and again, TC doesn't get spotted here. It does get shut down fast, but even then, this quickly gives away what Walletman Buntybags is doing. So he just like, you know, has pretty much left again the entire eastern side there wide open. So he's like going to make great gains fast and like need to like hit his opponent fast, but again he's just doing it with such a fairly mediocre pace. As much reach fast as cross like Aegis grab points, but also just shift towards, you know, preventing any further gains here for Walletman and Buntybags. And in the end he's just like traded one fuel point of victory point for another, but is ultimately not really getting much more. There you go, Tide Tank pushing ahead. The best you can say is with the terrain here, it's a bit harder for Eisernes Kreuz to use the anti-tank guns easily versus Walletman and Buntybags compared to like this axis, but the question is, will this be a sufficient shift there? Because like he still only has one victory point, he's still not making a lot of gains here versus Eisernes Kreuz, so the question is, does this really help him out enough? Heavy Machine's in a lot of trouble. 56 kills on the sniper still. Ace Machine being pushed back. Fear Propaganda gun is on the flank, and the sniper theoretically also caught up in it. Yeah. So, not half bad there for Walletman Buntybags. Tag Tank shoots, gets a decent hit. Got 8 kills, almost ready to 2 on the Tiger. Tag Tank coming back here. Ace Malaysian 5. There you go. Good hit on the Tiger Tank. They're going to hit some of the points right next to Walletman Buntybags base, to be honest. That could have a fairly easy impact on his opponent. 10 kills on the Tiger. Ooh, half time to deliver the news there. And a quick treat there from Walletman from Eisernes Kreuz in the face of that. Is, I think, a very sensible maneuver. Sense of victory upon being seized. Try and push for the eastern one now. I still feel like Walletman needs a lot more tanks, like just bring in more T-34C and just put more pressure on Eisernes Kreuz before Eisernes Kreuz tries to swing the game around with another offensive maneuver of his own. But for now, it does look like he's kind of got him on the back foot now. Wouldn't quite say the ropes, I was about to say it. But he does have a bit more on the back foot. Still lands a great hit on the armored car, but I don't think it's that one that is currently his biggest issue, though. It is providing Mr. Eisernes Kreuz with a lot of vital intelligence, so it's obviously not useless either. Another Katyusha for Walletman and Buntybags. Could work out, but again, this is the sort of situation where I just recommend getting a lot more tanks. If anything, you have to go from mortars to lay down smoke screens to then support a tank charge at Eisernes Kreuz. But we shall see. I mean, of course, if you can take out the pack force, maybe some other supporting stuff for the Katyushas, I think there's still a pretty good chance for Walletman and Buntybags to winning this cleanly. But otherwise, the waters are looking a bit muddy then, particularly since Eisernes Kreuz is now getting more and more victory points than Walletman and Buntybags. Getting more and more, he's, you know, maintaining his while he's bleeding Walletman and Buntybags out. So it's his lead that's increasing, but not the actual amount of victory points. Katyusha out. Happening up there, Katyusha barrage off here. Fear Propaganda as well, right in the mix of units. Definitely a bit closer this time, but I think could have been slightly closer. As you might notice again, significant spread here, so Ultimately, most of the rockets miss, even like when there's a lot of units buzzed up. Oh, he does get the machine gun team, though. That does hurt the Eisernes quite a bit there. But his force composition is definitely something else. I mean, it's a mix of infantry mostly upgraded with a lot of Katyushas. And other supporting elements, plus a T-34 tank destroyer. So we got 135 to 64 here. Walletman Buntybags look like he is now ascendant once more. Eisernes Kreuz is desperate on the defense, but he needs to bring in more armor. He needs to bring in Schnell. Otherwise, the risk is just getting crushed by Walletman Buntybags. In particular, since does access the anti-tank Overwatch, even he hasn't used it at all, it is still very much like a thing hanging above the head of Eisernes Kreuz's armored force, like the sword of Damocles. Choose the wrong way here. Dollar pack shooting good hit on the T-34 expansion for the front armor. Another pack shooting there. Ground loss for the Pioneers and air recon Eisernes Kreuz. 97 versus 62. Looks like he has managed to break through here. Walletman Buntybags front line this time starting to fall apart. The infantry is being utterly shattered. The Titan mid 2 is definitely much more combatant now. He was an infantry gun. He's so almost slaughtered here by the Katyusha. Almost got a fall by the 18 kills. There you go. Mortar finishes off the last surviving. Just Walletman Buntybags with a single penal squad and the Commissar. Versus 3 Gundyr squads backed up by quite the assembly, of course, including the Veteran 2 Tiger tank here with 18 kills. And he's going for a Panther, a Panzerkampfwagen for him to back up this Tiger tank. I feel like there are better choices there, but you know, it's not the worst choice either, I suppose. Or is it? Anyways. Sniper there holding about. We got 4 kills. Even the sniper's buzzed it under Walletman Buntybags command now. Rushing them more towards the eastern victory point here. Clearly, Eisernes Kreuz just looking to like try and push this towards a win as fast as possible. Possibly worried what Walletman Buntybags might try and do, or like any mistakes could happen. But again, I would like to point out he really could have done better with his munitions. Like there's just been like no interesting Overwatch, not a lot of mines, but the only thing he's been using consistently has been like the fear propaganda artillery on the comms. So which again it's nice to see though. I mean that's definitely not a bad ability to use, but oh, we finally get some interesting Overwatch here as well. There you go, Tiger tank hits. Pack crew cleared out, each flaming force almost got the Tiger tank here. Oh Scheiße. Truth's being murdered there. We got 97 versus 49 here. Tank destroy quality by the anti-tank gun. There you go. Target weak point. Almost got it. And almost had it there. Losses though have in both sides. Eisernes Kreuz is next to infantry left. I mean, Walletman Buntybags only infantry now is effectively the Commissar. Panther running forward here. Oh, the other Katyushas are in deep, succubly out. And there we go. Got one Katyusha. Ace should fire punches straight to hole there through the Panther's armor. We got 97 versus 23. And this has definitely been a bit of an aggressively swinging match in terms of like back and forth action there. Almost got the Panther there. 11 points left. I do believe this is an Eisernes Kreuz win, though it has been fairly close here. 5 points left. And there we go. GG, game over. A loss for Walletman Buntybags, a victory for Eisernes Kreuz, an intense match here, wits and wills on Langraskaya. I hope you enjoyed this match and learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, all that, and of course do consider donating or pledging on Patreon to support the Propagandacast. Links in the description. This is Imperial Links in cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.